Oh, hey there. I just finished a great workout at my new gym. A Before I jump too far ahead, my name's Ken Tracy, and I do a morning show called Coffee with Ken every day. And on that show, I share a little bit about life and some experiences I'm going through, and hopefully share some lessons uh, that are worth sharing and learning things as I walk down my path that is my life. Some valuable things that, I don't know, may benefit others. So, anyway, I moved to a new town about 8, 9 days ago. And fitness has always been a pretty big part of my life. And I wanted to not miss a beat. I've been working out really consistently at a YMCA in Appleton, Wisconsin, enjoying various aspects of working out there. And one thing I really enjoyed doing at the Y was hitting a heavy bag. And I'm not a fighter, I'm not a boxer, I'm not an MMA guy. I don't know really what I'm doing. But the feeling of hitting a heavy bag, it releases so much stuff, so much yucky stuff, anxiety, stress, worry, what have you. And I was really enjoying working out on the heavy bag. So I relocated to Illinois and moved to a town I didn't know very well and wanted to maintain my fitness routine, all aspects of it. I thought it was pretty important to find a gym that had a heavy bag. So came here 8 days ago. Stopped by the local Y. It was fairly okay. Went to a Planet Fitness, which I have some experience with, which again, I think is pretty darn okay. And honestly, a great value for the money. But I also popped my head into this Crunch Fitness, and they offered a 7-day free trial program. And I said, what the heck? I've never worked out here. And I walked around. They had 4 heavy bags. They had a whole fitness area with sled pulls and those ropes where you go like that, and kettlebells and medicine balls and a lot of the things that I really enjoy doing as a supplement or a complement to the typical workout where I bench press and do curls and pull-ups and that sort of thing. So anyway, I enjoyed the last week. I went 5 of the 7 days over the last week and really enjoyed it. Today, my 7-day free trial was up, and I decided to sign up and wanted to share the costs, which I'll get to at the end, but B, kind of what I liked about this gym over maybe some of the choices. First, I've had some experiences. I mentioned I most recently belonged to a YMCA. I went to a YMCA in this town, and they just honestly didn't have everything I was looking for. It was clean, it was nice, it was community feeling, but honestly, it was a little far from the hotel I checked into and am living in currently, and didn't have the heavy bag that I value so much, and didn't offer. I mean, the whole workout room was kind of crowded and all in one room, one kind of small, oddly shaped room. And there was an area where a woman was pushing a sled, and I tried it a few times, but I felt like I was in the way doing it, and just didn't feel that comfortable. So it wasn't right for me. I stopped by a Planet Fitness, as I mentioned, a great value. I've had a fair bit of experience working out at them before. I think they're like $15.99 per month, and it's pretty easy to cancel. They're amazingly clean. They've got some rules that I kind of struggle with a little bit. They talk about no judgment, but I think honestly, their setup, I think, turns off a lot of real serious weight lifters. They don't have free weights. They have dumbbells and such, but if you're there and you want to bench press, they don't have a true free weight bench press setup with a bench and a bar. I think it's there to make people safe and not get injured. But I don't think, and I'm not trying to judge a place that says they don't judge. I don't think if you're a real serious heavy duty weightlifter, the Planet Fitness is the place for you. If you just are into a new town and looking to do stay fit, I think it works. And it's certainly worked for me, but they don't offer classes. They don't have a heavy bag, but it's very clean and will suffice if you're on a budget. But I came into this Crunch Fitness, and again, it's got a ton of treadmills, Stairmasters, ellipticals. It's got a bunch of free weights. There's probably 6 benches with bars. There's a whole wall full of squat machines, not machines, squat setups where you can put real weights and do real squats. But what I found really cool, it also, by the way, offers classes. I'm not necessarily going to dive into the classes, but it does. As a former yoga practitioner, I do enjoy taking a class from time to time, and they do offer them. I haven't experienced them yet. But the area that I liked, again, it has 4 heavy bags. So if somebody's using one, obviously you got several to choose from. By the way, I did 4 2-minute rounds with a 60-second break on the heavy bag today, and it beat my butt. They've got a bunch of pull-up or hanging bars. They got like monkey bars. They've got a bunch of kettlebells, medicine balls, a big soft area where you can do various fitness type of things. It's got guys that are wearing tank tops with big muscles, which would have not been allowed, honestly, at Planet Fitness. I will say it's a little bit dirtier than Planet Fitness. Not dirty in a bad way. Almost dirty in a gonna get your hands dirty, do a serious workout in a serious gym. And I think if you are a serious weightlifter, you're gonna get, I'm not saying it's the best gym in the world, but for the money, I am so excited to have joined Crunch Fitness today here in my new town where I'm relocating. I had a great workout today. I did bench press, I did curls. I've been trying pull-ups, but I had to talk to a buddy and he said, just hang from the bar for a minute and see how that feels. I'll tell you, I got to 50 seconds and it kicked my butt, and followed that up with another 30 seconds just hanging from the bar. I did 4 2-minute rounds on the heavy bag, which felt awesome, with a minute break. I recently bought boxing gloves because I've been enjoying it so much. Those were not expensive at all. So if anyone wants to try it, I couldn't encourage enough hitting the heavy bag. It is a great cardio work. I think it's good for your core, good for your shoulders, good for stress relief. It's just really enjoyed it. But then I finished up in some stretching and some more core work. So I'm excited to have joined Crunch Fitness today. I'm going to run through the costs for you. There's several different options. I signed up for what they there's 4 different classifications. Again, if anyone wants to try the gym, they do offer a 7-day free trial, and that's what I started with. But I signed up for something. The cost is, first month's free. It is $25.99 a month after that. And every membership does have an annual fee. And believe me, I looked online to see if I could get that waived, and I asked, and I smiled and was as sweet as I could, but they didn't waive it. So if there's options or coupons out there, I'm not aware of it. But there's a $59.99 annual fee that they'll put on after 2 months, and that I'm going to have to pay for no matter what I do. So the way I look at it, the first month's free. The second month will be $25.99, and the third month will be $25.99, and then there's a $59 annual fee after that. I don't know, for 4 months, it looks like I'm going to be out $100, $110, $120 for a gym that I really, really enjoy. And I think it's going to be a great value for me as I move into this town and get comfortable in this town. Jess said, yeah, that's not bad. I'll tell you, Planet Fitness is cheaper. The Y is probably the same or might even be a little more. I think I was spending $40 a month at the Y up in Appleton. This is you can be a serious weightlifter. I'm not a serious weightlifter. I'm a former cross-country track runner. I do the bench. I'm getting pretty strong. I'm pretty fit. I feel pretty good. But there's some guys with some really big muscles. And there's no lunk alarm here. If I make a little noise straining, cranking out a last rep or two on the curls or the bench, I don't think I'm worried about a lunk alarm going off. Although Planet Fitness says they don't judge, I'll tell you what, they do judge if you got big muscles. I think Planet Fitness is a great option, but I am super excited about Crunch Fitness. I think it is the perfect gym for where I am at right now. I am excited to have joined. Again, it's $25.99. There's options. You could do $9.99, $15.99, $25.99, or $29.99, depending on what you want. But for me, I think it's called the Peak Membership. Again, it's $25.99 a month. The first month's free. They do charge an annual fee of $59. There's showers. There's a sauna. I haven't used it. I'm not going for to bathe. I guess you could. But that is available. There's a big room that I think has yoga, that I'm sure has yoga classes and some other classes as well. I haven't honestly looked into it. But I am, they are available. But right now I'm pretty pleased going in and alternating between fitness days where I push the sled and I do farmer carries and I work on pull-ups, and lifting days where I'm doing bench and curls and those sort of things. And again, adding the heavy bag, consistent work on the heavy bag, I think is going to be good for me mentally and physically and spiritually. So I don't know, just wanted to hop on and say that because I think some people are out there probably looking for gyms. I'll tell you what, go check it out. It's got a neat mix of young people, big muscly dudes, younger good-looking girls, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it, students, older people like me, former fit people, former athletes, people that never were athletes, and people that are still athletes. So I think it's got a neat mix of people, and I feel very comfortable there and inspired because I'm seeing really strong dudes, working out hard. So, just wanted to share my experience of what it's like to join Crunch Fitness. If you have one in your town, I would strongly recommend giving it a try. If you're looking to join a gym, there's 7 days free. It was easy to sign up, and you can say if you like it, if you use it, get a membership. If you don't. But I think fitness is so important part of my life. I've gone through a lot of things. I'm twice divorced. I've had all sorts of highs and lows. But one thing that's pretty consistent and has been a good release for me is staying fit and working out. And again, I joined Crunch Fitness today. Never been in there before a week ago, and have really enjoyed my experience here. So I'd recommend it for anyone looking for a gym. So it's Monday morning. I'm excited about my day. I want to thank you so much for joining me this morning. And I hope you are having a wonderful start to your week, that you are feeling good, that you are loving yourself, that you are forgiving yourself, and you are staying fit. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.